I'm Sam Philpott, and I'm talking with Dr. Sarah Wolff, a lecturer at Queen Mary University of London and an expert in European policy and politics, about whether Britain should remain in the European Union.
Britain should stay in the European Union. It would be a huge loss, both for the European Union and the UK. It would be a real problem if the UK wants to remain relevant economically and politically at international level. The UK has benefited importantly from the single market. You have about 50% nowadays of UK exports of goods and services that go to Europe. And this has been improved with or increased with the 2004 and 2007 enlargement, because the UK has doubled its exports to Central and Eastern European countries since then. The EU single market is the world's largest single market. It's larger than the US or Japan combined. Also, it's important to understand that there would be risks for British jobs. There is about 3.5 million jobs in Britain that are linked directly or indirectly to the UK's trade with other member states. And you have to see it from British citizens' perspective in terms of mobility, being able to establish yourself in another EU country, to be able to work, to travel throughout Europe. British people would lose out tremendously from a personal benefit perspective. Economically, it would be very difficult for Britain to stay outside of all the regulations on competition law, on trade. You know, if you want to trade with the European Union, you still need to respect EU law, even though you are outside. Think about Microsoft or even Facebook. Even those private companies have to respect regulation on EU privacy settings. It would be damaging also for higher education. At the moment, UK higher education has benefited tremendously from EU funding, and it hosts actually a lot of EU students. That would be an important loss for the UK. Finally, I really think that debating an in or out question is a bit like a smoke screen hiding the elephant in the room. It's about the state of national democracy. And I would rather like to see a debate not on being in or out of the European Union, but rather constructive debate on how to reform the European Union. What would be the role of the UK in taking leadership in that reform, and to be constructive. So I really believe it's not about asking if British people want to stay or to leave, but what kind of Europe, what kind of European project they want, and how do they want to anchor their national democracy in it.